just try to pick up a beer and here on out.
We make business partners.
Whatever, you're a punk. Hey folks, it's Queen Ching-a-ling and I'm hard at work in my workroom. I've been working on this pick 3 for a while tonight, and I wanted to share it with you. This is going to be a very long video. It's a very informative video about my methods. I'm going to explain about the zeros and sixes and 3 and how they fall. I'm also probably going to talk a little bit about the ones. I show my tic-tac-toe methods. I talk about the sums. A couple of days ago, this lady had sent me a message wanting to know how did I deal with my sums. And that is the when you get a pick 3 number and you add all 3 digits up, what the sums of those digits are. And I didn't really think too much about it until tonight, until I saw a pattern. So I'm going to explain it to you in this video. So y'all go ahead and stop the video right now, go in the kitchen, get you some popcorn and some drink, and come on back and get your pen and paper out, and let's get started. Alright? Y'all have fun. Enjoy this video. Like I said, it's going to be rather long. So if you got to take a bathroom break, pause the video and go do what you got to do and come on back. But I'm guaranteed we're going to hit something. Sooner or later, we're going to hit something. That's all there is to it. This is Queen Ching-a-ling. Y'all enjoy the video. Because I had someone ask me about sums and how did I do sums. And honestly, before today, I've never really paid attention to sums. And what I mean by sums is when you add up a pick 3 number, all the digits, what's the sum of all 3 digits of that particular draw. So this is what I did. I got really upset because today, last night, I started working on it. I felt like I knew what it was that was going to be today's pick 3 hit. And because it came out on the workouts. It came out, it was all over the workouts. And I'm like, wow, my number's finally going to hit. I played that number last summer. I played it so hard, but you know what? It never did hit. And let me tell you what my number is that I've been wanting. I don't know why I want this number. I'm fixated on this one number, and that's what I done told y'all. Do not get fixated on numbers, but it's 3, 4, 4. If it's not going to be that, I'd rather be 4, 3, 3. Okay? And for some reason, I have been fixated on those 2 numbers. I'd like to see them hit because I want to see what happens. But I guess because it's a lucky 7, you know, 3 and 4 equals 7, and that's the way my mindset's been ever since this lottery thing started here in South Carolina. And it ain't been that long ago. It's only been like since 2002 when we actually got the lottery started. 2001 and 2002 when we got the lottery started here in South Carolina. So, like I said, I never really paid attention to sums until today. So this is what I did. Last night, I had went ahead and filled out my tickets, and I had like maybe 8 tickets that had, I know I had only one of these numbers, but the other numbers that I had marked down that I thought, well, if that doesn't hit, then this number here is going to hit, which is going to be 4, 8, 8. Because of the fact that 8 is a flip of 3. So I got thinking, I looked at and checking my number. I said, I don't have enough of my 344 and my 433s. So I went back to the store this morning, and I got $12 worth of tickets. And I got them straight, and I got them straight boxed, which is 344 and 433. And then, in case, I figured, well, hell, in case I don't hit, or maybe it's 1 digit off, what I'll do is I'll play front pair, back pair, just in case I get part of the number. Okay? Anyway, I went home, came home, went to bed this morning after, you know, work all night long. Came home, went to bed, laid down. When I woke up, to my surprise, the South Carolina Educational lottery website would not pull up. It's been down all day. So what I did was this. I had to go on my cell phone and go to an app, and I was looking. I said, "What in the heck? That was their website must be down because the same number came up for midday, and they've got to be crazy because there's no way that could replay again." But after some careful investigating and checking, sure enough, that's what happened. Was looky here. 239 was last night's draw. Alright, 923 was midday draw today. So, this is what happened. Now, let me try this again. I sat down and did the workout with a 923. And it came up the same way. So I went ahead tonight and I played my 344 and 433. Just didn't have much money to play it with. I really wasn't that enthused about it, but I was just kind of, help out. If it was out there, if it hit, at least I at least hit a little bit of it. So I came back home and sat here, and it came on TV, and to my surprise, it came up. Tonight's draw was 813. So I said, let me do this. I started adding up the sums. How much is it? How much do all three of the digits equal to? Alright. So I added 8 and 1 is 9 and 9 and 3 is 12. So that's 12. Now what's last night's? Alright. 9 and 2 is 11. 11 and 3 is 14. So, midday today. What's midday today? I said, well, we know that last night's the same as today. So put down a 14 right there. Wait a minute. Let me just go back and do all this. I want to do all 10 numbers. All the way back 10 draws. Which brought me all the way back to draw 410. Okay? I don't even know what date that was on for sale come. Let me take a look right quick. But I will tell you. Actually, I can't tell you because here it is. It's 9 o'clock at night. And the South Carolina Educational Lottery website is still down. I don't know what they're doing. I cannot pull this thing up. I don't know what they're doing. So anyway, I was just lucky I had one of my workout sheets, and I found my past 10 draws where I had wrote them all down, keeping track. And that's one of the advantages that you have when you're keeping track of your numbers. You've got stuff wrote down that you need to know, and you can go back and reference it. So I went ahead and wrote all these down. I add them all up, and sure enough, let me get up here and show you. We do have a pattern going on here. Alright, I'm going to start back here. I'm going to start back here at 410. We're going to add up till today. Alright, here 410. That was 5. Okay. At 397. I can't even read that. That came up to 19. It was 19. Okay. Alright. 258 equaled 15. 432 actually equaled 19. Or 9. Excuse me. I'm local. It equaled 9. 243 equaled 9. So I was doing something right there. Then the next number, which really surprised me, because we don't have this that often, was 988, which equaled 25. That is so rare, it's unreal. And then the next number was 13, the next number was 12, then we have 12 again, then we have 15, 14, 14, and 12. So I got back looking at this back here. And I got to counting. Alright, 5, 15, 25. And there right there I see order. I'm like, hold on just a second. let me figure out what's going on here. So, look at this. We're going to make it all the way up to 20. We're going to make a pattern all the way up to 20. This is what happened. Alright, we said, we said 3 and 7 is 10, 10 and 9 is, that's 19. So this is the sum is 19, okay? So we're going to say 5. We're not going to carry the 9 in this case, but we're going to carry that 10. The 5, 10, 15. And the sum of this was 9. So we are going to leave our 9. But I'm going to add a 10 spot right here. That's going to be 19. And then add one. That's going to be 20. 25. And then we start out from here. I don't really understand from here, but that showed me that there's a pattern. Alright. But watch this. It seems like every 5 draws or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how 5 and 5 relate to each other? Alright, so let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't really see anything right there, but you have 13, 12, 12, 15, 14, 14, and 12. Alright. So, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. From here to here, then we're starting backwards, is 15. So somewhere this has got to be, I don't know. Maybe we had to turn one of these into a 20 or something, but I'm not going to go that far. We're just going to count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the next one's the fifth, whatever tomorrow's midday draw will be, the fifth. So I'm thinking that the sum of it is going to be either 10 or 20. Okay? So now I've got to figure out what's going to be 10. What's going to add up to 10 is going to be, that would be match enough to be tomorrow's hit. Or what could add up to 20 that's going to relate enough to be tomorrow's hit. And that's where, when you're keeping tracking records like this, that's where this comes in really, really handy. And I'm telling you, this is where your numbers grid comes in really, really handy too. Because I keep a numbers grid. I do the numbers grid about every night. And you know what I told you? I told you what the numbers grid was. This is the numbers grid. I made these up earlier. This is start with the 813 and goes back 5. 813, 923, 239, 339, 363. All the way across. There's 15 slots right there. It'll take 5 pick 3 draws to fill all the way across. Then you just simply do is each one you're gonna add wait a minute. Add minus. Add minus. Add minus. Add minus. Add minus, and so forth, all the way across till you get to the end. Alright, so what you do is when you're adding up or subtracting, you're going to go all the way down until this top number, number 8, or whatever the number is, repeats itself down here at the bottom. Okay? And you fill up the whole page. Therefore, when you get through all the way down here on this digit, then you've got your whole complete grid. So, I came in here, and this is what I started doing. I was looking for, I started with my midday draw day, which was 9, 2, 3, and I did this right here. Trying to find a pattern. There's 9, 2, 3. Like 8, 1, and then 3. Okay, and you got to connect them all together. Blah, blah, blah. blah, blah, blah. Anyway, to make things a little bit shorter, what I did was I've already went ahead and did some patterns on the grid, and this is what it looks like. This is what it's coming out to be. Can you see that? Okay, this is what it's coming out to be. Let me see. Yeah. Actually, like I said, we started out our tracking on this grid with today's midday draw, which was 923. Alright, so you have 923, and this evening was 813. Again, right here, 923, 813. 923, 813. And over here, 923, 813. Now we have to figure out there's a 3-digit draw number that we've got to figure out, and I'm thinking it's got to equal up to either 10, 15, or 20. And that's what we're going to do a workout right quick on. Okay? So let's go get us a blank piece of paper right here. We're going to do a workout right quick. This is where all this knowledge kind of pays off. Okay? So, and that's what I want y'all to kind of... This is 6 months worth of studying and brain racking. I might as well take a dead blame match and set my head on fire as to come in here and try to cipher out all these numbers right here. But this is the way it's done. And this is what's gonna make Miss Queen Chingaling for real. Alright, watch this. I'm gonna take tonight's draw, which was 813. Alright, let me get a better pen over here, something y'all can see a bit better with. I don't like markers because if you make a mistake, you can't erase with them. Anyway, it was 813. Alright, and the midday formula number that we use is 692. Okay? Hold on one second. Yeah, no, not 692. Excuse me. See, that's what I'm talking about. 698. 698. That's what we use. We could use 2. We might do that one day. Try to see what happens. Alright. So we're going to add up all the way down and see what comes out of it. Alright. That's 4, 0, 6, 2, 8, 14. Make it better. 0, 6, 2, and 8. Let me sharpen my pencil one more time. I love how sharp pencils are good. Alright, 9 and 1 is 0. That's 9. That's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. 3 and 8. 1. 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, 9, 7, 5, 3. Alright. Make this a little bit more darker for y'all so you can see them better. I'm not sure if you can even really see them that well. But I love to have it dark. Make sure we can kind of keep up with this stuff. Okay, I gotta figure out what the date number is. Today was 7. I'll bet you the date number is going to be 8 tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's what we're fixing to start out with. Let me look at the date as to what the date is. Alright, today's the 15th and it was 7th, and tomorrow's going to be the 16th, and you're right, it is going to be the 8th. So, with that in mind, we're going to go and circle. Actually, I'm going to take my highlight. I'm going to highlight all these 8s. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. There's an 8. There's a 8. Da-da-da. There's a 8. You see that? There's a 8 that we was da-da-da with to begin with. Let me step on. Alright. Golly bum. Now. And usually, where you're going to get your next draw from is going to be right around the date number. Okay? Right around the date number somewhere. I got a pretty good idea. I don't know. I got a sneaking suspicion what I'll play tomorrow. But we're going to look and see. And I'm going to write down all of these numbers. I'm going to write down all these numbers for you as to what I'm really thinking about playing. So we got a 2 here. There's 2, 2, and 3. That's going to be, what? It's going to be 7. I don't mean it's 7. I don't think it's going to be that. Alright. We have a 4, 5, 6, or 6, 7, 2. So let's see. What's this 6, 7, 2? It's going to be like 8. That's going to be 15 right there. 6, 2, 7. But yet again, what's this going to be? It's going to be 15 also. 4 and 6 is 10. Oh my gosh. Let me write these down so I can keep track of these. Alright. We're going to say, this is why I like notebook paper. Because you see that little red line right there? I can put my list of numbers that I'm going to write down. So that's 2, 7, 6, and 6, 5, 4. That's why I say, if it don't come out to be my date, my numbers that I've been hoping, I'm not going to be upset about it. And that's why I keep telling y'all, do not get fixated on any certain numbers. Don't start this crap, oh, well, I like, and I like, and I... Well, you might like them numbers, but them numbers are, they're alive, but you know what? At the same time, they're silent. They don't care. They don't care who likes them. They just number. They just do one or two things. They roll either forwards or backwards, or they bounce all around. Okay? Now let's look right here at this 8. Alright. You have 6, 1, 4. That don't seem reasonable for me. 6, 1, 9. Let's add this up. Alright. Let's go this way. 1 and 9 is 10. 6 is 16. Or 1 and 6 is 11. And 4 is 11. 1, 4 is 5. If you could, hey, look at this. I'm going to show you this. This is I'm looking for a sum of something to relate to a 5. You see that right there? Is that 8, 1, 0, 4? I'm going to write that down. 1, 0, 4. And I'll put out there it equals 5. That equals 5. These equal 15 each. These might be the ones that I play tomorrow. I'm not looking anywhere else. I'm not looking up this line right here. Actually, I might. Let's see what this says. This 8 right here, we have on this side, we have 9, 7. Actually, 0. Let's start on this. 0 plus 9 is 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. Alright, try this. 7 and 7 is 14. 14 and 9 is 23. No, I don't think he's going to do that. What about 8? Try this. 9 and 8 is going to be 17. 17 and 7. That's 7 right there. That's going to be 24, not enough. Alright. What about this? 7 and 7 is 14 plus 2. That's going to be 16. That's one too many. What about this? 7 and 2, that's 9. Alright, 7, 2, 6. Okay, that's 7, 2 is 9. 9 and 6 is 15. Okay, we're going to write that down. 6, 2, 7. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you something. And I hope y'all are paying attention to me. I'm not loco. I'm pretty intelligent sometimes. And I'm not just bragging hate. Because I study my brains out sometimes. Alright. Let's talk about zeros and threes right quick. Alright. Only place. Look at that. Alright. The only place. Where is my... Oh my goodness. What'd I do in my paper? Okay. Alright, well... I was sitting here... I wanted to get into the... talking about the 6 and the 3s and the 0s and the 1s, okay? First of all, let me go back to the previous numbers, the previous draws, and I'm going to show you something. In order, we have... Let me get it down here where you can see it, because I'm not sure you can see it. And at the point me sure do if you can't see it. Today's draw, this evening's draw was 813. So we have the 1 in here, but that's not really telling me that in our next number that we're going to have a 0. That's telling me what that kind of gives me an idea is that it's got number 1 here, since it's in the middle position, is going to be on the end of the next number. And let me get something better to show you with. Earlier I predicted, I mean this is kind of my prediction. It's not sealed in concrete yet, but I will play it. 401, that's the only number that I have that I picked out of those numbers a while ago. The numbers that summed up to either 5, 15, 25, or 10, whatever, in the 5 denominations. That's the only number that I have that the end digit was 1. So that's 401 equals 5. Okay. Now that 3 is telling me, because you had 3 are pretty powerful here. I'm telling you, 3 is like super powerful here. And it started way back here as early as 9 draws ago, which was 397. You have a 3, then you skip. You have a 3, then it flipped over to 8, then it went back to a 3, now it's flipped over to 8, 8. Now the 8, 8 has flipped it back over to a 3. The 3 then decided to flip again to an 8. Then again you have another double there, 3, 3. Then again another double here, 3, 3, 9. Then from this, the 9, 3, and the 9, 3 again, and the 9, 3 again. But that tells me, what that's telling me is that 3, 3 is still powerful. It's still got a lot of energy in it. So I want to look at something real quick here with this 3. So we started way back here at 397 with the 3. So I'm going to count up to where I see a double. Alright. You have a 3 but no double. 3 but no double. And there's where it starts turning into a double. Alright, then you have the 3. No double. Then it flipped. And now from this flip comes a double. You have a double, double. Okay. You're still carrying the 3 of this next number, but it's not a double. Same way it's not a double, and the same way it's not a double. Okay? Being that this 3 still has a lot of energy, my thinking is this. Is that if I'm wrong, and the 401 is not tomorrow's hit, we did have a 933 up here, which 933, the sum of that is 20. Let me look at it. I'm going to show you here. And see, the 9 is pretty powerful too. It hasn't flipped. See, that 9's got to have a reason to flip. It didn't flip here. A 9's going to flip over into a 4. It didn't flip here. That's why I said it could. It possibly could, but I'm thinking it's not going to flip until the 9 either gets into that middle position. So this is what I think could also happen. You see, where am I at now? You see right here, 3, 3, 9 equals the sum of 15. I pulled that out of here somewhere. So that could very well also, I'm going to circle this one. So we're going to hold on to it. So it could also be 3, 3, 9. I kind of want to do this for a minute and kind of give you an idea. Hold on 1 minute so we can take a better look at that. Yeah. Where are my scissors? I need them suckers. I do not know. Okay. Okay. Now watch this. We're going to cover. Actually, that's a little bit too wide. Hold on 1 second. I want to get this down here where I can. I'm trying to get this where I can show it to you, where you don't have to look at that number. So you can kind of get an idea where I'm headed with this. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Where's my pencil? So you see way back up here at this number, we start a pattern. Alright. Actually, it's a double, so you got the double going from this side to a double to there, all the way to the 3rd digit position. Okay, now we're in the 3rd digit position. Now let's go back, but I think it's gonna be, it could be a double because the fact that a double will usually bring on a 0. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. Instead of being this, it could very well be that, because that equals up to 15. So, and we may very well be going to working our way backwards. So I'm going to play that one there as well. And another thing, I thought maybe a 6 would be in the digit, but let me see what the rule. I'm gonna read the rule of thumb to you right quick about the. Hold on a minute. The 6 and the 3. All right, remember. Come on now, I ain't got all day. All right, remember this. It says the rule says that if the 0 hits and a number 3 or 6 hits either the day before or with the 0, then the 3 or 6 will hit the next day. Okay. Well, the 3 hit, and it could be a 6. Okay. But it didn't land with a 0. So that's why I don't think a 6 is going to hit. If it didn't land with a 0, there's no 0. There's no 0. In fact, there's no 0 back here until way back here. That's 804. And it actually didn't, that 0 there didn't actually fall. You see this double here? Right there's your double, which caused that 0 to fall. Why this came up, I'm really not sure, but now, I will say this, is that you have a double 8 there. Then you have a 3 here. Alright. I have a list here. There are trigger numbers. Trigger numbers. And these are the trigger numbers: 05, 16, 27, 38, or 49. Okay? 38 is a trigger number. Since you have the 8 there, alright, you really don't have a complete trigger, but when you get the 3 there, you got 38, which is going to trigger that 0. Does that make any sense to you? It sure does me. So let's see what you have here. Now, one of the trigger numbers is 16. You have a 1, but you don't have a 6. That's not going to trigger that 0 to fall. But you have the 8 and the 3. That's why I say this 401 could fall. Okay? But I don't think so, because the fact that I feel that it's time for a double. Okay? And the reason I feel that it's time for a double is that usually the doubles usually fall. There are certain days of the week that the doubles will fall on. And Thursday, tomorrow is Thursday. And Thursday is a double day. I would only take that with a grain of salt, because I have seen Thursdays where actually the double didn't fall until Friday. But with that being said, a 5 will bring on a double. Let me see what else is going to bring that double on. 5 is going to bring on. Yeah. Okay, you got the 9, but you don't have the 4. There's a 9. Just going to bring on a double. The 3 and the 8 and the 3 enough is enough to bring on a 0 and a double right there. It's going to cause change. The 3 and 8 will cause change. Alright. You have a 2 and 3, but that's not a change number. You have a double here, which actually you should be looking for a 0 somewhere along in here, and it hasn't fallen yet. That's why, again, I could say that 401 just might fall right there. So that's a very high possibility right there. A very high possibility. And if you see right here, there's a 6 and a 3. Well, 6 and 3 is also a trigger number for a double. Okay? So, I'm just going to leave it like it is. I know that I'm playing the 401 and the 339 tomorrow. So, I'm looking on the grid. Let me see here. We're going to look on this grid one more time. So, alright. You have 813 is what we're working off of. And right there's your 401. That's pretty close. But what about your 339? Well, you got your 9 right there. 9, 3, and 3 here. So they're all right around in the mix. And what about over here? Let me look right here. Even right here, this is a good one. 813, 401, 933. Right there's your 933. And see, that's a strong possibility right there. This is going to be 933 tomorrow. Same way we're right here. 923, 813. Here's your 401, 401. And then let me see. There's your 39, but where's your other 3? Unless you're going way over here, and that's going to connect those. Alright. Let's try right here. 9, 2, 3, 8, 1, 3. Okay, so you have your 4, 0, 1. And or you have your 9, 3. And again, it goes back over here. So, with that being said, y'all make notes of these trigger numbers. Let me do the trigger numbers right quick for you on a piece of paper. This is the trigger numbers. These will trigger to me that I've seen so far. These will trigger either a 0 or a double. 0 or a double. Alright, and the trigger numbers are, let me write this with a black pen so y'all can see it a little bit better. 0, 5, 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, and 4, 9. Those are the numbers that you want to look for that will make change in your draw pattern. Either bring on a 0 or a double. Okay? Make note of that. That's a very important key. Very, very important key. Okay? Let's get her on. Let's get on down the road and try to solve this thing. But let's do this, okay? Let's go over and do our tic-tac-toe method right quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see what that brings us up. Alright. 8, 1, 3. 8, 1, 3. Now we're going to do the flip of 8, 1, 3, which would be 3, 6, 8. Okay. And from the key code up here, you got to go back to my, I think it's a V-track, or tools, rules and tools is what video the key code's on. You can copy that down from the rules and tools video. Alright, it'll be 8, 6, 0, 1, 9, 3, 3, 1, 5, 8, 6, 0, 3, 1, 5, 1, 9, 3, 3, 1, 5, 8, 6, 0, and 6, 4, 8. Let's see, do we have anything in here that looks interesting enough or that would even come up? 601. No, that's 7. 911. No, how about 338? That's 14. Blah, blah, blah. How about this? 9 and 3 is 2, and 5 is 17. Alright, and that would be 13. Alright, what about this? Now that would be 17. 6, 6 is 12, it would be 17. 8, 6 is 14, and 4, no. That would be 18. I have no idea. I have no idea, and I don't see a 433 there. But I do see that 488. Which ring? That's all even. Yeah, that's all even. I'm going to show you something with that in a minute. Alright. 933. 933. Oh my gosh, that's 15 right there. 933. Check that out. Check that out. 933. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and there you go. I'm gonna write this down. 3, 3, 9 equals, what's the sum of that? 15. Alright, and some of this is 15 as well. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this tic-tac-toe method here. It's a long video, I tell you. Yeah, this is a long video, but you know what? It's taken me a long time to get to this point that we're at now, to being able to teach you and to tutor you this much, okay? And if you've been keeping up and understand where I'm coming from, then you'll understand what I'm doing. Alright, so we're going to take 8, 1, 3 and go here. But then we're going to flip that over and we're going to say 3, 6, 8, okay? I'll go back over here and go 3, I'm going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And over here we're going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now let's see where we're going with anything. And there's my number, which is 4, 3, 3. And that's going to be 10. But I'm going to write that down too, because I mean 4, 3, 3. That could hit because it's a 10 in the 5 range. 6, 3, 3. No. It's going to be 11. 9, 1, 0. I'm going to put 9, 1, 0 because that's in the 10s range. Okay, that no. 16, oh. Alright, what about this? 6, 5, 4. And we already got that listed up there. See, you got 6, 5, 4. 8 and 8 would be 16. 16 and no. How about this? It's 15. No. Okay. I'm just gonna stick right there. I'm gonna do this one right here right quick. See where that takes us. Okay. But 8, 1, 3. It's gonna be 6, 4, 2, 8, 6, gonna be 7. Why do I write my 7s like that? It's gonna be 3, 9, 5, 1. Excuse me. Oh, quite sweet. Anyway, I'll be alright. And it's gonna be 5, 7, 9, 11, 3. Okay. And we're gonna circle our 8s. Our 8s are gonna be right there. Oh my goodness. 6, 6, and 1, 6, 2. Nope. Nope. That's not really going to do me anywhere. I'm sure there's an answer right in here, but I just don't see it. Unless it says 901. Because he's got to connect to the 8. It's got to connect to this 8 somehow or another. We already wrote that down. Okay. So that's going to be a list of my play numbers narrowed down. They're all going to equal up to either 15 or 10. I don't see anything in there right now that adds up to 20. I really don't. I'm not saying that I couldn't make something add up to 20, but let me see. What about this right here? This could add up to 20. Look, look, look. 6, 8, 6, 6. I'm going to write that down. 8, 6, 6 equals 20. Could be 20, okay? Alright. Anyway, I'm just really showing y'all how to put all these together. And how all these formulas and the grids work and relate with each other. We're trying to make a hit. We're trying to make some money here. So let me see. I want to look at on my chart up here, my pyramid chart, and see do they connect together? We have 2, 7, 6. Yep, it connects with that. Alright, 6, 5, 4. Not really. I'm not going to knock that out though. 401. Yep. 627. Yep. Alright. 339. No. 433. Yep. 901. Yep. 866. No. Alright, but yeah, alright, that's gonna what anyway. Some of these compare up with the pyramid chart. Only a couple don't. So if I'm gonna play more, which I will. These are the list of numbers. These are the list of numbers that I'm gonna play for tomorrow's midday. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, one of them should come out to hit for tomorrow. One of them should. Not saying which one, but one of them should. Alright. Anyway, with that being said, I wanted to show y'all this and see if you can understand how these methods all relate to each other. How the sums are actually part of the equation of trying to find that next hit and how you could use that to your advantage. If you've enjoyed this video, please make a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm just sitting here playing dilly-dally. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel and just keep watching. I have more videos to come along, and trust me, as soon as I get a big hit, you all guys, y'all all will know about it. You all will know about it, because trust me, the Queen Ching-a-ling cannot keep a secret. She cannot keep a secret. Alright. Y'all have a good evening and peace out. Ciao. Yes, Queen Ching-a-ling back at you. Did you enjoy the video? I told you it was long. I told you it was gonna be long. Yeah, I told you. Did y'all enjoy the video? I told you it was gonna be long. And it was long. I'm telling you, I'm sorry I had to make it so long, but I wanted to get some key points out there to you tonight. I hope you learned from it. I hope y'all take my message and apply them together and win. That's the key goal. Win, 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 win. But if you want to leave a comment for me. Tell me what you thought. One other thing, and I got to thinking, any of you guys out there that have won, actually won, that y'all communicate back and forth with me, any of y'all that have actually won, how about give me a comment and let me know if you've won using my methods, because I sure would like to know about it. I sure would like to know it. I wished I could get out here and play other states. I could go to 5 Dimes or something like that, but I don't know. I don't like those. I just don't like those sites. I don't like what they represent, and all. You know, I know. I feel like I'm gonna end up getting screwed if I use those sites. But either way, it is what it is. Like I said, hit back with me with a comment, and if you like the video, if you want to learn more, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more new and better videos. As soon as I learn something, trust me, I will pass it on to you and let you know something. Hit me back and tell me what you think, and good luck and happy winning out there. Ciao.
Title character moves to a French village with her stumpy husband, the same place where the classic Madame Bovary was written. She finds her own life parallel in that of the